with episode 4 of America Pod 2. It's your boy Alex Fabio, aka Monk Punk.
Yo, it's Freddie.
Yo, my first official episode is episode 4. That's tight. I love that. This is Matty Stolpe, the one and only.
Bring up the chair.
Dude, I thought you were gonna slap my ass.
That's that too. So, what's up, Matty? You okay?
No.
Talk to us.
No, I'm actually doing pretty well right now. But I did stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning smoking weed with my sister. And plotting, scheming. Yeah. No, it was great. I'm super hyped. It's just, dude, I've just been going through it. I've been obsessed with this dumb girl for fucking 2 months.
But is it great though because you miss band practice?
No, that was bad.
That's a big ass beer. Holy
Jesus Christ.
I poured a little bit.
It out, Fred.
Hell yeah.
We need to get a third mic. What is this fucking bullshit?
That's cool. That's cool.
Do we have a regular?
We have one of those if you want to use one of those.
Yeah. Or just
Alright,
a
pass that over.
58 or something.
Pass that over.
Starting over.
Is it okay if I just completely talk mad shit and just vent right now?
This is what this is for.
Just
So,
say anything.
whatever
Yeah.
you want to
It doesn't
say, you
matter.
can say it. You're completely liable for everything that you say.
Say anything by Max Bemis.
Welcome to the America Pod 2.
Oh my God.
So now we're officially starting. I don't know if the beginning of this is going to air or not, but we just plugged in a third input for the first time on the podcast. Matty, welcome. Matty is 3 hours late to practice. What is it? What time is it? So why don't you tell us what's going on, Matty, my brother?
Bro, God is testing me right now, dude. Literally, the past 2 months, I feel like God's just been let's see how much this little bitch can handle.
How so?
He's trying to break me, dude. Bro, it's so fucked. I don't even know where to begin. Basically,
We can bleep out anything.
yeah. Basically, my ex-girlfriend.
Our world, our rules.
My ex-girlfriend that I broke up with came back from South Carolina a couple months ago, and I thought that I was over her and shit, and then she came home after being away for 2-3 months, and I saw her and I was like, oh fuck, I'm still in love with this person, and I was like, yo, I want to give it another chance or another shot, and she was like, no. She was like, I don't feel that way about you anymore. I'm over you. I'm never getting back together with you. And I was like, fuck, heartbroken. And then I kept pushing, and she told me multiple times that she didn't have those feelings for me anymore. And for some reason, I just didn't believe it. And I kept pushing, and she eventually admitted that she does still love me, but she's still not getting back together with me. And then we fucking made out. We fucking made out. And then she was like, I'm never doing that ever again. And I was like, what the fuck? And then a few days later, she slept over my house and then was like, I'm going to block your number. We need to stay away from each other. And then she blocked my number. So I haven't been able to communicate with this fucking person directly in over a month. And the day after she blocked my number, she fucking told my little sister that she wants to see me so badly, but thinks that it's a bad idea. Meanwhile, I'm just writhing in fucking emotional pain. And this girl's admitting that she's in love with me, but just refuses to give into it or give me a second chance. Even though I acknowledged that I fucked up and told her that I it's the biggest regret that I ever I've ever had, Meanwhile, she's best friends with my little sister. My, like, who, like, I have become super tight with over the past year for the first time, really. Meanwhile, like, my best friend from high school is, like, dating her friend, her coworker, my old coworker. Like, we all fucking work together. It's all a whole fucking shit show. It's like this whole friend group that I, like, met through work, including my ex-girlfriend, now fucking hate me because I broke up with this girl because I was confused about my feelings. And I didn't want to, like, string this girl along while I was trying to figure my shit out. And now, for the past, like, 2 months, I've been, like, treated like I'm a fucking piece of shit because I was, like, trying to do the right thing and then realized that it was a mistake. And, like, just no fucking compassion or mercy was shown. And it's just, like, no second chance.
Jesus.
Yeah, apparently her mom has a 1-strike rule that I guess that's how she lived her life.
Her mom?
Yeah, growing up. That, like, if you cross me, like, you're done. So it's like she's holding fucking people to, like, a perfectionist standard.
So she's not a Christian.
I didn't say that. I wasn't the one that
Well, she
said
can't
that.
forget. She can't forgive.
That's
No,
half the equation.
sorry, I had to
Not
throw
to
it.
mention, half of the equation
She's not
is-
Christian.
Not to mention, half of the equation is you. So
Yeah, I just want to say, like, you had said, like, you feel like she's enjoying, like, watching you.
Well, after the recent events that unfolded, I'm starting to believe that she's been possibly fucking with me this whole time because I hurt her so badly when I broke up with her that she's, like, getting revenge on me right now. I don't know, but
But you know what, Matty? I think, like, a lot that, like, I hear from you is, like, very much, you're, like, you go from, like, point to point basis because you're a very smart dude. And I think sometimes, like you said, like, she, like, is fucking with you, but she also likes you, and emotions are complex.
yeah,
It's not so black and white
yeah,
where maybe she might be treating the general situation as being black and white, and, like, being like, I'm not going to be in contact with you, but then, like, shows up to your house.
right.
Yeah. And then, yeah. But, like, deep down, like, how she's feeling is, like, probably very complex as with you, you know, as with anyone. But
Right.
it's, like, a weird scenario because I think deep down you guys just need to get away from each other.
Yeah, for sure.
So where do you lie right now?
Yeah. What happened last night?
So yeah, she blocked my number and then was, like, trying to hang out with me, like, any chance she could, basically, and was, like, talking to my fucking sister about it. And then, like, obviously my sister would, like, tell me what she was fucking saying, and, like, it was just fucked. And then I freaked out. I called her on Instagram, which she didn't block me on, and then fucking, like, freaked out, like, on FaceTime, was, like, yelling at her, like, fucking, I was, like, yelling at her because I was like, I know you love me. You say that you love me, and then you're, like, doing this to me and, like, listening to all these other people's opinions, and, like, instead of just making a fucking decision for yourself, you're, like, allowing other people to decide for you, and it's fucked up to me and it's fucked up to you. And it's like, I was, like, freaking the fuck out. And then we didn't talk for, like, a week or so. And then I told my sister that I wanted to apologize to her. She came over. I apologized to her. And I was like, I want to try to be friends if we can. I know that we probably still need, like, time and space before that can happen, but that's what I would like, because, like, right now it feels like I'm never going to see you again, and that, like, freaks me out more than, you know, not being with you romantically. Like, I'd rather be your friend than never see you again. And then she was like, it was cool. Like she like accepted my apology. Was like, we definitely still need space, blah, blah, blah. And then like 2 weeks go by. I don't hear from her or see her at all. And then she shows up to my work where she used to work. She's talking to my hostess outside. I walk up to the host stand, and the other hostesses are like, have these crazy looks on their faces. And like the one girl's like, I don't want to tell them. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I look outside, and she's there. We make eye contact. I duck behind a wall because I'm freaking the fuck out. And then I like take a deep breath and walk outside, and she just like waves at me and says hello. And then like I see like 10 feet behind her, there's like this dude, and like my fucking heart just sinks, and like I freeze. Like I don't think I even said anything to her. And then I couldn't tell if like they were like on a date or something, because like this other girl then walked up to the dude. And so I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm like freaking out. And then she was just like immediately like, I gotta go, like we're gonna go eat pizza, bye. And then like kisses the hostess goodbye and just like waves goodbye to me and like leaves. Just like runs away from me, like doesn't even fucking talk to me. After like 2 weeks of no fucking contact. And then like the next day, she tells my sister that like she has a date with like this musician that like she used to tell me that she had a crush on when we were fucking dating. Like he's like fucking, you know, on like TikTok and bullshit. And it was like a harmless conversation at the moment, because it was kind of like, oh, like this guy's like so cute, and like his like music's so good, blah, 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 like, but it'll never happen, like, haha, you know, like fucking fantasy bullshit, you know, like, oh, this is like a rock star that I'm like in love with, ha ha ha. And then she like gets a date with this dude, tells my sister about it, my little fucking sister, who's like my best friend now, and tells my sister not to tell me anything about it. It's like, yo, why the fuck would you tell my little sister about your new love interest? Like, I understand that you guys are friends, but like, what are you doing?
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck.
Like, clearly, like, yeah, that was the moment where I'm like, is she like fucking trying to get revenge on me? Like, is she trying to fuck with my head? Because like,
yeah, she's being spiteful for sure.
You know what I mean?
But that's like a clear image that it's like you guys should not be together.
Yeah,
right now.
Right.
No, for sure.
All right. So how does this play into the last couple days?
And then, I mean, I've just been a fucking mess, you know, like.
So like, the relationship or lack thereof relationship between you two has been sending you for kind of a spiral.
Yeah.
How has that been affecting your life?
I mean, it's like all I can fucking think about. And I've just been like getting fucked up to like try to mitigate the pain and like forget about it.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because like on one end of things, I feel like you're doing really well. Like, I know you've quit smoking. At least last I checked, you hadn't smoked for a
I'm
minute.
back on the cigs, guys.
Okay, well, you had a good break, which is
did.
progress. Listen,
Yes.
Progress ain't linear, all right?
Yes.
So you had a good break. You've been going to the gym. You've been getting swole.
Dude, I'm fucking jacked right now.
Those are great
I'm gonna
things.
show you guys.
Those are great. We're going to get naked after this. But
I'm so not jacked right now.
so that's good.
Soon.
On one end of things, you're being pulled and are pushing towards this positivity. On the other end, you're still really in the muck with your emotional state.
Yeah.
And that's fucking up everything.
Yeah. But I think I'm like getting through it, because like literally, dude, after my sister told me that she did that, I like immediately got the ick. Like, I was just like, how fucking dare you like use my little sister against me. Like, how dare you do that to my little sister, dude? You know how uncomfortable that fucking made her? Like, I'm her older brother. I fucking asked for this person to be birthed. I asked for a little sister, and then my parents fucking had her. And you're gonna, and like clearly she's fucking rooting for me. Like, I want to be with this person. My sister's friends with her. And she's gonna go back to my sister and talk about her new fucking love interest to her while I'm still like obsessed or in love or whatever the fuck I am with her, and like actively doing everything I can to like try and get this person back in my life. Like, that's fucking evil, dude. That's sick. It makes me fucking sick. Like, it made me want to fucking throw up.
So, what can we do?
I did throw up that night, actually.
Sure. What can we do? Like, what are some things that maybe can help get your mind off this?
Well, so I don't think that I want to talk about this on the pod just yet, but I will tell you guys off the pod.
That's fine, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm like really hyped.
Cool.
Okay, so there is something
Yeah.
that is taking your mind off of this situation.
Yeah, it's music.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
cool.
I'm just writing music about it.
Cool.
Yeah. But I just don't want to. There's like my sister and I crafted a whole fucking plan last night.
That's awesome.
It's pretty sick. I can't wait to tell you guys about it.
Sweet.
Is that what you meant by scheming?
Yeah.
Okay. Because before I was like, what the fuck does he mean by that? I was
Yeah, right.
like,
Revenge plan or something.
yeah, I thought it was like, sorry, we can stop it there.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just
No, not the
music,
pod,
guys.
just that.
The story,
Yeah.
or that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
wait. And then so after this fucking lady does this to my little sister, she has the fucking audacity to, my sister is like a very talented visual artist, and like one of the things that she loves to do is nails, right? And so there's another girl in this friend group who was like, hey, I want you to do my nails. This is the second time that my sister has done this person's nails. She's like, hey, can you do my nails again? Like, how's Tuesday? Like, is that cool? And she was like, yeah, Tuesday's great. 5 o'clock? Great. And then that person was like, oh, Matty's ex-girlfriend wants to come with me and watch you do my nails. So after this fucking person told my little sister about her new fucking love interest, she was trying to invite herself to my fucking house. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stay the fuck away from my house. Stay the fuck away from my sister while you're at it. You're a fucking psycho. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Get out of my life.
wow.
Get the fuck away from me. I want nothing to do with you. So, thank God for this new love interest, because, bro, I was talking to my coworker the night that she like showed up to my job, and he was like giving me some reassurance, like, you know, like, you're young, there's plenty of fish in the sea, blah blah blah.
In the prime of your life, you're a specimen.
Yeah, and he's like, and dude, you're gonna be a fucking rock star. Like, none of this is gonna matter in like
An absolute
year.
unit.
And thank you. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. And then like he said one more thing. He was like, also, dude, when people show you who they really are, believe them. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
That's good.
So
That's good. That's the truth, man.
yeah.
That's an opportunity for you to learn and say, you know what, maybe this person isn't right for me. After all this obsessing I did, it's okay. We all do it.
Yeah.
We waste our time on things here and there, you know. You guys had a relationship. It taught you a lot.
Yeah.
Here we are, and now you're on the other side of the tunnel.
Yeah.
You have a choice to either look back through that tunnel, it's dark in there,
Yeah.
or you can walk right out.
Yeah, dude, I'm walking out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's the name of this episode.
Walking out.
No.
The tunnel?
No, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Hell yeah.
Let's get that trio going.
Hell
Power
yeah.
pound.
Power pound.
Power pound.
We all,
So-
all three of us just pounded for those that
So-
are only listening.
So our record comes out
Just everyone.
tomorrow night at midnight.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
tomorrow night at
god.
midnight.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Shit.
Should we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I'm really glad that we're in the room together. It feels really good to be back with you guys. I've been
Yeah.
through, everything. Went to California too. Like, it's been a while since I've seen you, Matty. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
This is the first time the three of us are in the room together since
I think outside.
outside we were together.
Outside music
Yeah.
video.
Okay, so that was what, September?
And we weren't even in a room together. We were outside.
Hey. That was like first week of September, and it's the second week of October.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
I missed you guys.
I know, I missed you guys too.
Freddie, do you want to catch us up a little bit?
It's been crazy because I moved into this new apartment, and it was my friend Tom's room, which I think I talked about this a little bit.
You can say it all again. People are only going to listen to certain ones.
Yeah. It's been so interesting. It's been like really good. I'm just like working a lot and trying to balance it all and not be like we haven't been like so consistent with music, and that's like usually like a big driving force of my life. So it's been like interesting. I've been writing a lot of like music for like Rainville and like have a lot of cool plans, but aside from that, like my main focus has been like working and just getting ready for the record to drop. And I'm like so ready for the record to drop. I think I like have had like open perspectives on it now because it's like a couple days out, and like knowing what the record is, how it sounds, it's like really cool that everyone's gonna see it and hear it. And we have so many cool things to drop. Like I just showed Alex all the photos that I thought were dope and put them kind of into sets from like the past tours, the 2 tours and the house show, and it looks so cool, like just for posts and stuff like that.
So great.
But yeah, no, it feels great. Like I had a really rough day yesterday. I was this lady she like basically like passed out standing up at the brewery. It's not like they were drinking a lot. They came in for 1 beer. Maybe they were at dinner or something. They were definitely at dinner. I know this because she fucking falls over and 3 people catch her, sit her down in a seat, and my boss was there, which was like a rare occasion, and we're just like, oh shit. And we had to call the ambulance, and she was kind of like in and out a little bit. And when the EMTs got there, she ended up like running to the bathroom. She like threw up in the sink, and then the EMTs like checked her, and she was like fine, I guess, or they ended up leaving. Then I had to clean the throw up out of the sink, which was clogged, and it was just like awful. And then it's just like awful. And it's bingo night, which is the worst night at the brewery because the DJ who runs it just like starts it late, and there's like not too many people that show up, and like I don't know, it's a whole thing. And then I was so hungry, and I wanted to get out early to get some like groceries. I'm like, oh, ShopRite's open till 11, and it was just getting close. I was like, I am so tired. Like I'm not going to the store. So I went to Taco Bell, and they didn't have rice. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I like cried, bawled
You
my
cried
eyes
about
out.
the rice.
It was the breaking point. And then I was crying laughing. I was crying laughing because I was laughing. Like I was like, yeah, I'm crying over Taco Bell right now.
The straw
Like
that breaks the
yeah, it
camel's
was the
back.
catalyst. It wasn't really like the thing I was extremely
Obviously,
upset with. But
It was just the one thing. This is
I was
the
like,
final straw. Damn, bro.
what were you gonna say?
Fast food ain't what it used to be.
No.
It's expensive and it sucks.
Yeah.
It used to be cheap and pretty good, expensive, and it sucks now.
Double cheeseburger at McDonald's still fucks.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a bundle, $3.99 with a
Dude,
small
do you
fry.
remember when the McDouble was on the fucking dollar menu?
Dude, I'm glad that you brought this
fire.
up. The other day, Kim and I were coming back from Custom Culture Fest in Brooklyn, Last weekend, I don't think we talked about this. I drank so fucking much alcohol. I was such a piece of shit, and it was awesome last weekend. Because the whole week, I was just laboring. I was just laboring at House of Independence because of the flood. I was basically being fucking FEMA and just like throwing so much shit out and walking through the flood and all this stuff. And
Wait, was that the weekend that I played Webster?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the weekend it happened. So then this past...
Dude, that was fucked up, too.
It was insane. We got to talk about that.
Yeah. Dude, holy shit. There's some pieces that I got to tell you about off the pod.
I can't wait.
But...
So, okay, so moral of the story is I basically was... Tom moved on Sunday. This was last week now. Tom moved on Sunday, and I helped him move. He moved from Freddie's new apartment because he just lived
from
there.
Freddie's room to a new room so Freddie could move into Freddie's room.
Exactly. And so he moved to Asbury, and I helped him move. So I was doing that. I locked my keys in my car. That was a whole thing. And then so that was cool. And then my mom's basement got flooded as well the same time as house because the sump pump is just old, and we haven't had rain like that since Sandy, honestly. So like
it was fucked up. Yeah.
So her basement totally flooded. That was the basement that we grew up in. And it's gone.
Apparently it's supposed to rain this weekend again, but knock on wood.
Knock on wood. And now the people came. The basement's good. We have a new sump pump too, so like all that is good, which is great. But like my poor mother had to deal with that. The whole basement had to get torn up. Carpet had to get ripped out. The whole thing. There was like 6 people working there. There's a dumpster outside of my mom's house. Felt bad. Beautiful soul she is. And so that happened on like Monday morning. I went over there. I woke up at 6, went over there and helped her clean out the basement. And then at like 11, I was at house until the end of the day. And I did that until Wednesday. And then Thursday, Helmet got moved to Salty's from house. And because everyone was all over the place, I got moved to assist audio. So I was now assisting Jim on front of house, which was fucking sick. Given they had their own front of house for Helmet, but we did sound for Soul Blind, and we helped mic everything up and helped them do shit for Helmet. It was sick. I rigged wiring from the stage because we brought our own board. We put it in the back by the bar. I don't know if you've ever been there, but I rigged wiring from the stage along the wall and the ceiling to like drop down in the back of the room to come to the mix board.
Sick.
It was the manliest thing I've ever done.
Sick. Yeah, there was no way that would have worked if you put it on the floor there.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, it would have been totally...
Maybe they've done it, but...
People would have ripped it out or some shit would have happened. Yeah. So, and it was cool because I was working with the guy Warren, he does something there, and he's been at the Stone Pony for like 15 years, and he was like, he lives next door, and he's at Salty's all the time, and so he was like, okay, it was funny too because Jim was like, all right, I need you to rig this from here to there. I'm gonna be back in like however I looked at the wall and I was looking at the like 100-foot cable and I was like, what the fuck, right? So I was like, all right, this is my task. I'm going to figure it out. He gave me a cable and a ladder. He's like, figure it out. So I'm figuring it out. And in the meantime, Warren, the guy at Salty's, is like, yo, let's make it like so that we can replicate this if we need to do this again. Like, let's make it really good. So like he was then giving me like a couple extra tasks to do, like run this like metal cable along it so you could wrap the wire along so it wasn't hanging, so it was tight, so it could be replicated. Like I was putting new like hooks in the wall so that you could run cable through, stuff like that, right? I became a full fucking ball dropped man last week, right? So then this fucking I'm like almost done doing Warren's thing, and once I was done doing Warren's thing, Jim's job would be a breeze. Like I could just run it through. We had a system now, done deal. But Jim comes back and he's like, what happened, Alex? And I was like, I'm like up on the ladder. I'm like, I'm almost done screwing this last thing in. Once this is in, like I can run it right through and we have a great line going. He was like, Alex, I asked you to do something and you didn't do it and I'm fucking pissed. And I was like, I apologize. Just like tried to do it as soon as I could. And that's how we started the night. So that was cool.
Dude, that's hilarious because I feel like that is like your relationship with so many fucking dudes, like older dudes that you like work for. Like you are like the apprentice guy.
I have mentors.
Yeah. And you like link up with these like older dudes in the scene that like trust you and like mentor you. Yeah. And then you like you go above and beyond, but like nobody wants that because, you know, they just want you to do the task that they ask you to do. Yeah. And you're like, I'm going to go above and beyond and make something way sicker. And then they don't get it at first. And then they're like, you fucking piece of shit. And you're like, no, wait, look what I did. And then they're like, okay, fine. But just do what I told you that next time. You know?
Right. That's exactly what happens. Although I will say this time I found myself between Jim and Warren, because Warren is also an OG who's been at the Stone Pony for however long. These are old heads I'm talking about right now. So like Warren is like overlooking Salties, and I have a relationship with them already on my own because I do sound for Creatures of Chrome at Salties once a month.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like
he probably was like, no big deal, let's fucking do it.
Absolutely. He's just like, yeah, why don't we just throw these up there? Sure, while you're here. Meanwhile, Jim is like, I'm working with a band with some people that I know from back in the fucking day. I want this to be fucking awesome. I want my ducks in a row. Jim doesn't have to be doing clubs. Jim is going on tour with the Bouncing Souls today on the West Coast. And he picked up that gig in like a matter of days.
What does he do at house exactly?
Front of house.
He's like the sound...
Well, he's production manager.
Okay.
So he runs all production.
Yeah.
He oversees me, Taylor, Russo, whoever's helping out with production.
Is Joe still at house? Yeah, right?
You're talking about
like as
Joe Polito.
As talent buyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Salties.
Sick.
He's the man, actually,
He's
because
the man,
we know each other from Mayflower Collective and Aftermath gigs from back in the day, like 10 years ago. And the crazy thing is that me and him were hanging that day, and we were like making that connection, just like seeing each other. And he helped a lot with loading gear. Like Helmet had a bandwagon and a big ass trailer.
No, he's a gangster.
They had a full production setup. In fact, the electricity in Salties was like...
Dude, I remember he booked Roswell Kid at Bond Street Basement and was just like so hyped. Like he was like watching side stage and you just like see the smile on his face. It was so cute.
He's a real one.
He's like, I love Roswell Kid, dude. There's this fucking band rips. And he was like telling me about it and shit. And then just watching him side stage, I was like, this is so cute.
He's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But to wrap this whole thing up, so last week was crazy. And then that's why that weekend I drank like a fucking goldfish. I was like, my body hurts. I'm fucking roasted from all this. And Friday and Saturday, I'm going to Brooklyn to Custom Culture Fest to be the Creatures of Chrome fucking setup guy with Taylor's boyfriend, Matt. So I was like, and I'm not getting paid until this Friday. So I was like hanging on by a thread at the same time, right? And so I'm like, I'm not going to pay bar prices, but I got to get fucking whacked because I'm not going to make it through this. This is all tattoos and motorcycles and like demonic shit. I'm like, that's all really cool, but like, I'm just trying to chill.
Wait,
so
dude,
like,
is Custom Culture Fest fucking the dude that runs the tattoo fest?
Yeah.
That's John, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Same peeps. It's the same thing, just there.
Yeah, my buddy doesn't tattoo at his shop anymore. He moved.
Word. We can talk about that after too.
Yeah.
But so on the way there, I picked up two flasks of Bullet with
rye
two
or bourbon.
Bourbon.
Damn.
With two. I should have gotten rye.
No.
With two.
Rye is too spicy. Bro.
I like rye. I like the spice.
Like
but I didn't even. They didn't have it. But
sweeter.
So I got the two things of bourbon with 2 cans of ginger beer, and I put
nice,
one.
Dude.
I put one in
Kentucky Mules, motherfucker.
That's it, baby. I put one in a coffee mug, a to-go coffee mug, and I put the other 2 in my bag.
That's sick.
Roll up to Custom Culture Fest. I'm sipping coffee all night long.
So ignorant.
I ripped both of those that same night, plus like 4 Bud Lattes. They were doing the after party too, so it was a long night. So I was here at the after party, fucking setting up, breaking down. I'm cutting deals with the DJ. I'm making deals with the bartenders. Like, guys, we got to get it louder outside. We got to fucking do this. You got to. I'm getting wasted all at the same time. Had a good time. Matt ended up taking some shrooms. He was the guy who was helping me.
Not me.
Not
Taylor's
you.
boyfriend Matt.
He took some shrooms. He got a little extra spicy.
I also took some shrooms on Friday night.
That's crazy.
At Webster Hall.
Yeah, I really have nothing else to say. I got fucking wasted that whole weekend. It was awesome. I needed it. Anyways, Sunday's the Lord's Day. So how was your week, Matty?
Dude, I mean, Webster Hall was crazy. Fucking Family Dinner is one of the best bands of all time. I have to show you their new record. It's so good. It's fucking stupid, dude. Oh my God. I like when they told me that I wasn't going to be their permo drummer, I was like for sure heartbroken for a second, but like they're so cool and so good that like I don't even care. Like I'm just like happy that I know them, you know? And like obviously like we have this and like I have like my solo project that I'm like working on launching and stuff. So it's like I don't need more bands, you know what I mean? Like, but they're so sick. It would have been cool to keep jamming with them. And hopefully I'll get to jam with them again one day. But yeah, I can't wait to show you their record because it's so good, dude. But yeah, I fucking moved to Long Island for like 4 days, 4.5 days. Like I took off of work and just drove to Long Island and stayed with Nick, the guitarist of Family Dinner, for like 3 nights. And he took me in and fucking, bro, dude, he is so brutal. He and I are both Tauruses, and I didn't know this going into it, but he was the one that wrote and recorded all of the drum parts for Family Dinner thus far.
Oh shit.
So, and he was the one teaching me the drum parts all week. Dude, homeboy was literally trying to make me play the record exactly. And like after the first day of like working with him, I like knew what was going on, and I wasn't like fighting it. It was just like frustrating at first because I didn't think that that's what was going to happen when I got there. And I remember I told my little sister, I was like, dude, I must be fucking unbearable to work with. Because I was like, this guy is me. Like I am like 4 years younger than this guy right now. Like when I find a drummer for Original Plus, like I'm gonna do the same thing to that person. I'm like, fuck. And that was kind of how I like stayed calm and didn't fucking freak out when he was like nitpicking every little fucking thing that I did, because I was like, I would do the exact same thing. And I fucking love Nick, and it was awesome. But yeah, dude, they like, bro, they know fucking like everyone on Long Island. Like the Long Island community is just so tiny, and like I just grew up listening to like all of these bands that like homeboys are like fucking just friends with because they just all live on Long Island, you know, like like fucking Bayside and like Brand New, rest in peace. And like Taking Back Sunday and like all that stuff. So it was just wild, like hearing fucking stories and like meeting people. Like I fucking met Drew from Stray from the Path like a week after, or like a month after, like listening to Stray from the Path. Stray from the Path is the fucking metal band or hardcore band or whatever the fuck kind of music they are that I've been listening to, that I've been using to like get my aggression out about like this breakup and this like fucking thing that I've been going through.
I feel like you don't really listen to heavy music like that.
I don't.
And you're wearing a Salt shirt right now.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
I'm getting fucking pissed, dude. But yeah,
It's
like
good.
I
I want to
started.
write some punk shit.
Yeah, dude. Me too. I started like going to the gym with my coworker, and dude, we were hitting like 6 times a week, and I was like listening to fucking Stray from the Path and just fucking, you know, putting all of my aggression into like the weights and just like listening to this really aggressive music and shit. And then like I fucking get asked to play a show at Webster Hall with Family Dinner, opening up for fucking Kenny Hoopla, who works with fucking Travis Barker. And like I just show up to band practice the one day, and the fucking singer of Stray from the Path shows up just to like say hi. And like I didn't know who he was. It was weird because he like walked in, he like seemed familiar, but he like dyed his hair and shit. And he had like a camera, and I was like, is this dude like a photographer? Is he gonna like shoot us today or something? And then they're like he and Nick are talking, blah blah blah. And then he starts like making a joke like, oh yeah, we'll do like a collab, like we'll call it Stray from the Dinner. And I'm just like, what the fuck did you just say? And he was like, oh, you know the band Stray from the Path? This is the singer. And I just freaked the fuck out. I was like, dude, no fucking way. Like, I've been listening to your fucking band for the past month. I've been working out to you guys. I'm like trying to get over my ex-girlfriend with you guys. Like, this is so fucked up that I'm meeting you right now. Like, can I give you a hug? And he was just like, sure, dude. Like, he was super cool.
It's really like, obviously we're involved in the music scene. So like we're around people who are musicians all the time, but like it's super fucking crazy when like this artist is influencing your daily life for like a month or 2 months or a year.
Yeah.
And then you see them in person. It's like how can they even be real?
Right. Exactly. It was like I was meeting like a mythological creature.
Yeah.
Or a mythical creature.
That's how it felt when I met Ned Russin in New York because I had seen Title Fight like so many times in my youth, and then COVID happened and Turnstile played at the
Stone Pony Summer Stage.
No. This was Irving Plaza in New York City, sold out, 1,000 people, right? Crazy, right in 2021, like maybe a day before the record drop, day or two before the record drop, and Glitterer played, and when I walked right into the merch room, like it was crazy because it was one of the first shows I had been to, right? Like I think we played our release show and different stuff, but like not too much was going on, and like those perfect size shows were happening, and I walk into the merch room and I see like in the corner, long hair in a legit gas mask, like COVID style gas mask. I was just like, yo, that's Ned Russin. I was like, holy shit. And I just like kind of walked around, saw the merch, and like by the time like we looked at all the merch, like the room was kind of cleared, and I just saw him. I just went up to him and I just pounded him. I was like, dude, fuck yeah, so excited to see.
Out fist.
I was like, so excited to see the band. And then he just like looked at me. I don't even know if he said anything. I was like, sick, and walked away. Like, cause he had the gas mask on. I was like, dude, it's excited to see the band. He's just like, yeah. And then he went on.
Talking
and
about
then
mythological.
He made a
creature.
really beautiful quote about, or
mythical.
Beautiful. He said this
Sick
really
shit.
beautiful thing about like people in the music scene and people who like that have been around and passed away, and like a lot of people that he grew up with and like have been like he grew up with in music like have passed away, and like it was like the year anniversary after Riley Gale from Power Trip passed, and that like hit so many people, and he just seemed so beautiful, and he said just like the most beautiful thing is like how we carry on like their legacy through this stuff, and like playing music and like creating art and like putting everything into this sort of thing. It was really beautiful. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's seriously amazing.
Is there more beer?
Yeah, it's in the tap right there.
Is that open?
Yeah. Well, it has a glove on it right now, but yeah, it's open.
But the reason why I brought it up was so funny. You see Title Fight a ton of times back then, like when it was happening, and I didn't meet him once.
Right.
And then it's like post-COVID, you like meet him like right in the room. You know?
Dude, when
it's
the
like
dust settles.
Like, yeah, when the dust settles, like everyone's just in the room chilling. You could literally say like, "What's
So
up" to
cool.
anyone, and it's super cool because these are super real people, and just sometimes you meet like your idols, and they like disappoint the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You would I would hate to be like that, and I feel like I've done that to myself. Like I've disappointed myself.
Yeah.
And like I remember talking about this once, and I think they would really laugh at this now, and that's why I'll say it. The first time that we played the Masquerade in Atlanta, we played with Room 213, and they're fucking amazing.
They're so good.
So good.
And they've only gotten better. It's
And-
crazy.
So good.
And the singer, very nicely but very young and happy-go-lucky, like ran up to us like as we were getting out of the van after like a 9-hour drive or something. It was like crazy. Like none of us had eaten. We were all hangry. And he's like nice to meet you guys. But he like kind of like kept going and was like, you guys want to do like yoga with us? And I was like, I want to eat. And I was like so like like so straight up and like kind of like a little rude.
Well, it's
And-
a two-way street, right? Because we're
Yeah.
still humans.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where it's like I knew as I said it, I was like, oh, he's a really good kid, and I like kind of like didn't scare him, but I was like, was like that for a second, and he really hit it off with Sam, I believe, and then when we came back around, we've just kept we kept playing with them, and everything's been so good, and I love those kids. They're all so awesome, and I think they would really laugh at that now because if they knew, but that was the thing. There was no context to being like, we just crawled out of the band in 8 hours. Like, don't talk to me. Like, I don't even want to talk to my band right now. Like, don't even talk.
Least of all my band. No, but I don't
want to talk to anyone.
But it's a weird two-way street, because on the one hand, like I just said, like we are still human, so like it's important for fans to realize that, although it becomes hard, like I noted before, once you're listening to your favorite artist for X amount of time and they're just a part of your daily life. It's like a spiritual experience. They become this mythical creature.
And we feel that way too. We are the fans of bands.
Exactly. And that being said, it's also important to learn from situations like that and to understand the responsibility that you have. When you roll up to a venue, you mean something different there than you would at the gas station 300 miles from where you just were. You have a responsibility, and it's hard, but you have a responsibility to be gracious with your position.
Yourself.
And even further, I just want to add something real fast. I feel like where the music scene around us kind of gets it wrong is like it's very local. So like even how you would act at a home show with all your homies plus all the fans and stuff like that, like it's way more loose. I think people kind of like expect what they're expecting, right? They're like waiting for certain things. So it's like I feel like the most like on stage I'm talking about right now. Like I feel the most free when we're playing out to people like on tour. Like I don't feel like how I do at home. And there is such like a big responsibility.
I was so nervous at our House of Independence show. That was wild. I was freaking out, dude. I got like fucking hammered before the set because like my stomach was just so fucked up because I was just like, I'm headlining House right now. All my fucking friends are here. They're not my friends anymore, so it doesn't matter. But I was just gonna say, like obviously, like you're a human, you have the right to crawl out of the van and just be like, get the fuck away from me. But also, like you could have been like, yo, dude, like we just drove for fucking 9 hours. Like we will hang. But I need food right now. Like obviously, you can't be perfect in every fucking situation.
For sure. And they were a beautiful situation where like the local band is good.
Dude, they're so
like,
good.
Wow, that doesn't really happen that much. You know what I mean? Good. Like that doesn't really happen.
Dude, the moms.
You remember the ones that really stand out.
Yeah, for sure. You become friends with them. They become like
you're like, oh, we're seeing eye to eye right now.
Yeah, this is a real band. See, like it's so interesting. Like I think bands should just exist in any form as long as it's good for the band. You know, like if you go to school or you have a full-time job, that's cool. Still be in a fucking band. Like you could just make it work, but you have to find a way to make it work. You have to commit to something to make it work.
Bring something to the table somehow.
Yeah. I was telling that to like James because my friend James that I met at Rook, the boys know, he came on stage and played Split with us at House of Independence. And this kid's like 19 and he's awesome and he writes songs and he shreds. And he just started like his first like real band, I would say, and it's a solo project. But I guess he's starting to get like people to jam with him and stuff. And I was trying to like give him advice on like because he's always wanted to do that, and this was like that was like his dream to do music. I was like, dude, you can. It's easier now than ever, and just fucking do it. Like, there's no, and he's having fun with it, and it's really allowed me to like. Even take a step back from like where my mind has been in songwriting places where it's like I'll get stuck or something and be like not feeling it today, or I'm like I want to write but I can't. Like you want to be proactive, you want to do something.
Dude, I'm so hyped to write the next record with you guys. I'm so hyped to write the next record with you guys after. Yo, Ryan! What is he laughing about out there?
Come in here!
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, man. We gotta get Ryan in here. We're at In the Clouds right now. This is our HQ. Okay. This is where America Pod 2 happens. This is where we practice. We are next door, one wall between Dan and Ryan, just cackling. I heard a good, what size inseam are you? That was a great line.
That was
a
great.
while ago, but yeah.
Yo, yesterday when we were on the podcast, Good Noise podcast, they were like, could you hear a little bit?
I think so.
I think so, because it
don't
was
know.
like getting a little loud at like certain points, which was totally fine.
Yeah.
But like I was like losing train of thought.
Yeah,
Like,
you're getting
we
distracted.
were like, we just
Yeah.
like there was a part where we were like giggling a little bit.
Yeah, dude. That's what
So
I was in
funny.
the middle of like telling like the fucking most heartbreaking story of my life so far, and then and then he was like today, right now, and I think that's when he said, "What size inseam are you?" I'm like standing up at the edge of the table, just being like, "I fucking hate my life right now. Like my fucking ex-girlfriend's best friends with my little sister. She's being fucked up and shit."
Insane. Good
Anyway,
people.
What the
Anyway.
fuck was I gonna say? 2 seconds.
So
ago?
you're talking about family dinner.
Yeah,
Bring
but
it back.
I think.
Yeah, let's bring it back.
I
Let's
think
bring
I
it back.
basically told everything.
So
Dude.
so they are good.
Dude,
You're
yeah,
not
we're
really jamming with them.
no, but like, I think that we're all friends. Like when they
Oh, yeah.
called me and told me that they like found someone else, like they were like, there's no hard feelings from us and shit. So,
I didn't know that. Were they looking for a new drummer, sort of thing?
yeah, because Dante Fotino, I think that's his fucking last name. Dante from like Puddle Splasher and like Classic Traffic and Ammo was playing drums for them and played drums for them for like a year, and then he like left the band. I think he was just like too busy and shit or something.
Sure.
But so then Brett the Rat Romness, the producer of the
I
Moms.
feel like he was kind of a mentor to you at some
Oh
point.
yeah, dude, he still is. I mean, I need to go back and get more mentored, but dude, when I was having my manic episode, when I fucking my big manic episode that I went to the hospital for, we can get into that at some point. But I met him and I literally thought that homeboy was fucking God. Like I was like, this dude, because he's also like a massive like Viking, like he's like fucking Scandinavian shit. His name's
Yeah.
Brett Romness, he's gigantic, and so like little 20-year-old me was just like looking up at him like, this is God. And he like just is he's just the man. He's very pleasant, he's very funny, he's charming, he's fucking like very knowledgeable, he's very, very smart, like crazy smart. Anyway, he recommended me to Family Dinner, he and Vinny Caruana, both of the movie Life and I'm the Avalanche. Yeah, so really cool. Dude, Brett the Rat Romness, right? His nickname's Rat. We played Webster Hall. I was wearing a Rocket Power windbreaker that I got in Long Island with Sam, the bassist of Family Dinner. We went thrifting.
That's so sick.
That's
the
dude.
coolest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, sick. Rocket Power windbreaker. The day of the fucking storm, right?
Damn.
The day we played Webster Hall was the day of the storm.
Dude, my favorite Rocket Power episode is the one with the storm, and they go in like the fucking tank, and they're like underwater, and they're
Oh my
like,
God.
you remember that one?
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. That was like you guys in the van.
Whoa.
I saw your
Holy
story,
shit.
and you're like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, dude, and it was so much worse. I wish I got better videos. I took like one video of us like crossing a bridge that was just underwater, and I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck is happening? And then, dude, oh my God. Anyway, wearing the Rocket Power windbreaker, the fucking rain stops by the time we get to Webster Hall. We meet, I want to say his name is Harry. I have his fucking contact in my phone. The like
Harry Corrigan.
He was like the fucking one of the stagehand dudes. He was like the head stagehand guy, I guess, or whatever. He's like helping us load in and out and shit. Homeboy sees me and sees my windbreaker and just goes, I'm gonna call you Rugrat. Dude, homeboy nicknamed me Rugrat,
Dog, I saw you
then
make
the
your
rat.
Instagram handle.
which was Rugrats was my favorite Nickelodeon show.
Okay.
And it's just funny that like I was wearing a Rocket Power hoodie or windbreaker, which was like another one of my favorites for sure. I love Rocket Power.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he
yeah.
saw the Rocket Power thing and just was like, yo, I'm going to call you Rugrat. And then all of Family Dinner was like, yo, Rugrat. Like, they're just like, they were like,
Dude,
it's sticking.
that's
dude. Like,
hype.
you're Rugrat.
That's
now.
hype.
No, dude, Sulkin Sulkin called you a little dirt rat. He was
He did.
like you were like in the other room, and we were talking about something funny that you did or something crazy, and he's like you guys down on the fucking Jersey Shore. He's like he's in the fucking sand like a little fucking dirt rat.
Yeah, I remember too one night he was like, "Our Jersey rats."
Dude, with beach rats.
So it's evolved. That's great. That like
fucking-
it's stuck.
Horny beach trash, dude. That's the first song. I shouldn't say that. Oh, oops. Spoiler alert.
I don't know if any of this is going anywhere. This
Sorry,
is
fam.
crazy.
Who knows?
This is the
Dude, we're
craziest
posting-
podcast of
we
all time.
gotta start shooting video though, dude. I'm telling you, even if it looks like shit, because
I think that's what that's for.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
I only watch podcasts. I do not listen to them, and I'm not the only. I can't be the only one that does that.
You're not
I'm
the only
not
one.
that special.
You're not the only one. So you're 50%, but I only listen to podcasts. So
I
there's a lot of
understand.
people out there.
I understand,
Too.
but
I
if-
mainly watch, but I also listen.
but I understand that. But
But some of the listening ones are the best ones. Like, dude,
for sure,
Duncan Trussell's is
Okay,
like my
okay.
favorite.
Let's
Yes.
put this down then.
So good.
This
Hold
is
on.
episode 4. Episode 5, we film.
Yeah.
yes.
We'll get.
so
you
we'll
heard
talk-
it here
we'll
first
talk-
on the
We just have
pod.
to talk
Yes.
to them.
Yes.
See what's up with this.
See what's up with that.
Yeah, we
but-
could,
but real
we
fast-
could do that, or we could
Yeah.
just use a fucking phone.
Good way
Yeah.
to start as well.
But real fast,
Who gives a
bring
shit?
it full
Yeah,
circle because I want to. I don't know if you finished everything with the family dinner stuff.
Are you fucking done?
I think that's it.
The show was good.
I think it was great.
Yeah, you guys shredded.
Dude, I took my shirt off for the ballad for no reason. It was fucking awesome.
How's Kenny Hoopla?
He was alright.
I'm pretty sure Shane Moran from Title Fight like produced his new shit.
Oh, word.
What?
Yeah, and like helped engineer it.
I-
I could be wrong on the roles, but he worked on the new shit. Yeah,
I was
That's sick.
yeah, isn't that awesome?
I was telling the fam, we were watching him, and I was like, yo, this kid is clearly fucking talented and like is a star. Problem is that homeboy is like a pop star who's like trying to do like the band thing because that's like what's cool with like Travis Barker and shit right now. Like,
Sure.
he's like trying to make like pop punk rap.
Yeah, like
A
pop
thing,
alternative
basically,
thing. Yeah,
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 like-
yeah.
I did hear one song like a year or so ago, and
Hip-hop
it was
punk.
fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was all in. If everything sounds like this, I'm
I'm
all
coin-
in. It was like grungy.
I'm coining that term hit right now. Hip hop punk. Hip hop punk. Yeah. And
Hip punk.
yeah, like that's the new generation of pop punk right now, the fucking MGK bullshit. It's not bullshit. I love
So
some
pop
of the
punk?
I love some of the I love some of the MGK first record, the first pop
I
punk
actually
record.
liked the first record a lot.
The second
'cause
one-
Pop Punk
I
had
don't give
gotten
a-
really
I don't give a
stale.
shit.
Pop Punk had gotten really stale,
Yeah.
and when that came out, I was like, "This is the most exciting thing to happen in
For
pop
sure,
punk
for
since
sure.
like I don't know 2014."
Yeah. And me and him have the same birthday, and I'm gonna marry Megan Fox.
Oh, man.
Um,
Koya is pretty sick.
Choreo's fucking sick, but they're hardcore, dude. They're not pop punk.
That's true.
No,
it's
they're
a fine line.
between hardcore and pop punk.
No, but I love.
Thanks,
A
Newfound
lot of it
Glory.
depends on the vocalist.
Yeah.
Well, sonically, their stuff has been of a pop punk nature for sure, but they brand themselves as a hardcore band. Like it's literally
Yes.
Koyo hardcore,
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
which
they can
shows
call
about
them-
but like
you
also
can call
also
yourself whatever you want.
yeah, but also like hardcore has acknowledged and is taking and is holding the flag, being like, yeah, it's not about the sound, it's about the ethos.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and they're being very clear about that.
Yes.
That everyone's behind that.
That's
Dude,
what it's all about.
That's
what it's all
what,
about.
and I was introduced to that ethos thing when the moms opened up for Newfound Glory, Turnstile, Turnover, This Wildlife. Weirdest tour I've ever heard of. But I then found out because of that show that Newfound Glory was like a hardcore pop punk band.
Yeah.
That like
Hell yeah.
they like have those hardcore ethos ideology.
Yeah.
They just happen to play pop punk.
Right.
Dude,
Great
Chad Gilbert
Very nice guy.
produced Big Kiss Goodnight by Trapped Under Ice.
That's right.
Hell yeah. Now go listen to that.
Great record.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Holy
that
shit.
shit's crazy.
Yeah, if you're getting heavy right now,
Dude, Matty, talking about fucking working out. Dude, that's the album. Big
That's the
Kiss
album.
Goodnight. And it's emotional too.
it's the best.
It's like it's homie from Singer Turnstiles, the drummer.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite
Drummer
hardcore records
turned
of all time.
vocalist
Yeah.
is the way to go. I'm trying to drum in a band, yo. and then
Yo.
become a lead singer in another band.
Dude.
Just like,
Dude, you are a lead singer.
I
We're all
know.
lead
I know.
singers.
I am a drummer. I am a drummer turned vocalist.
You just happen to be both.
I literally was the drummer of this band at one point.
Freddie drummed on the original
And the
version.
vocalist.
So funny, dude.
Hell
It
yeah.
was crazy. He would finish a set and just hyperventilate. He would finish a set with, he had his vocal mic right next to him. He would finish a set, he'd be fucking going ham on the kit, on the mic. He would finish a set and just jump off the kit and disappear. No one would find him for at least 10 minutes, and he'd be backstage just
love
hyperventilating.
I
Yeah.
love that so much.
Well, it's because we started booking shows and we were getting some shows locally, and then things changed so fast as we put out the Pure EP. Matt Lambert like played one show with us, and then got a job in the city, and so we had to.
Dude, I hit that kid up to fucking therapize one of my friends, and he didn't respond. That kind of pissed me off.
I love Matt.
But I love Matt.
He does specific stuff, so you should talk to him. Like
Well, doesn't-
don't text him about it.
Doesn't he do mostly like family dinner oriented therapy?
I'm pretty sure it's couples.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Family dinner.
But also he could just be very busy. He could.
Dude, I have to show you guys the fucking family dinner record. It's stupid, bro. It's stupid.
Hold on, let me finish this thought real fast.
Sorry.
Even though I think I just lost it. What were you talking about?
Probably something about Gabagool.
Oh! I just wanted to clarify that Matt left the group very early on, and he recorded the Pure EP with us, and we were a 4-piece. America Part 2 started as a 4-piece.
Believe it or not.
Are we ever gonna return to a 4-piece?
Yes.
Are we? Cause dude, there's development.
Hold on.
I have development.
Hold on.
I have tea.
I just want to say that when I was the drummer, I didn't really want to be the drummer.
Yeah.
I liked writing drum parts. I liked
Dude, I don't
doing
wanna
it
be
in
the
band
drummer.
practice.
I'm just
But but I was like, okay, if I'm going to be the drummer, I'm going to be the hardest hitting drummer like
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And that's what I proceeded to do.
Yeah.
So if you watch those videos, if
But
you
then
were there, you
met
fucking
me
know.
and you were like, I'm a little bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I am a little bitch compared to Matty. Matty's like a good drummer. I never said I was a good drummer. I am a drummer
Yeah.
by like concert band status and
Yes.
that sort of thing.
No, dude, you
And
crushed it. You recorded Split, right?
yeah,
Dude, great drum parts.
thanks, dog.
Honestly, fucking sick.
Thanks.
Really cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was a peak. That was a peak moment. That was really cool. But like, I think drums are way too in depth to like remember shit.
Yeah.
Like bass, you can close your eyes.
Can
At
I-
least that's just me.
Can I say something?
I also have my bucket.
Fucking. So like, I've heard. So like, I don't think of you as a drummer. Like I think of you as a bassist.
I'm not really a drummer anymore because I don't pursue it.
Right. Well, I think of you as a bassist who has and can play the drums.
Yeah.
And like, but you're not like a drummer. And like as someone that wants to master something, right? Like you are like, if not already on your way to be a master bassist, as I am a drummer, as Alex is a guitarist, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. We all strive to be like, master vocalists and blah, blah, blah. But like through my time as a musician, as a drummer, like I watch people that aren't drummers, quote unquote, play the drums and like write drum parts. And those are some of my fucking favorite drum parts because as a drummer, as like a semi-technical drummer, sometimes I just get in my own fucking way and try to reinvent the wheel every time I fucking write a song with somebody and try to like fucking play the coolest fill of all time in every single song. Like you don't need to fucking do that. And a lot of times when people are less adept at the technical side of drumming, they create better drum parts, like Ramones style drum parts, just like simple stuff that just like, that's really what you want from a drummer. You just want the drummer to hold down the fucking beat, like the fucking drummer of Weezer, like simple
Yeah,
dudes.
and an amazing drummer would be like an example like Dave Grohl, someone who holds down the beat but creates riffs,
Right. Well, that's
creates hooks.
that's
honestly.
like the perfect. That's like where both worlds collide, right? That's like who I strive to be. Is like finding that middle ground where it's like I can fucking relax and lay back where I need to, and then I can fucking show off when I want to or when it's appropriate, and it blows people's fucking minds, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the masters do that.
Yeah. Exactly.
You have the ability, but you don't abuse it.
Yes.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I feel like as a guitarist,
Exactly.
like I've been on this journey of playing guitar for a long time, and like a large part of me has tried to keep myself dumb to a certain degree because
like you don't want to learn too much music theory.
Yes.
Yo, I've had that same thought, and I think it's fucking bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit too because I've now been through that.
Yeah.
Like there was a time where I was like, I don't want any music theory. Like I'm against music theory.
Right.
But that was also ignorant. I think
Yeah.
you learn as you grow, right?
Yeah.
And like as most things, I mean the true path is through. It's a balance. It's both. It's not here or there. It's both.
Well, you're a songwriter, so any sort of music theory is going to help, right?
Yeah.
But I think our view on it when we were younger was that music theory is going to, like, not help us be original
Yes,
or not let us
exactly.
find our own way or create, because it's like the bass is right in front of me. It's 4 strings. It wasn't up until like 3 years ago where I just look at it as a blank canvas now. And I can play, and I do play whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I
And I
feel
make it
similarly
sound
on
good.
guitar. Like
Yeah.
the guitar to me feels really similar to that, and I feel like we have really similar, equal, opposite like relationships with our instruments, with our main instruments, let's say. And I just want to note that Freddie is an original bassist. Bass was the first instrument you learned, except for maybe piano, right?
Yeah, it was piano for like, but I was really young. I was like 8.
Right. That was
And
like your parents wanted like
That
set you
was
up with
me
that.
like getting like into music. It was like MTV at a very young age, music on the radio, and my dad's CDs and like playing piano. But my uncle played bass. My dad played saxophone and a bunch of different instruments. And me and my cousins got into instruments at the same time. So Paul was a little bit older, and he got electric guitar first. And I remember he was like good, or at least like I thought he was good. And then Matt went to drums, so I was like, well, I'll go to bass. Like I knew what a band was, so
like
I was
your-
like, it just makes sense.
Your instrument in a band was
My
bass.
instrument of choice as a child, when I was like 10, I was like, I want to be a bassist.
That's
Which like
badass.
no child does, minus
Yeah.
like
Dude.
1% of the population.
Well,
of
that's
musicians
what I
do
wanted
that.
to say was that you're a born bassist in
Yeah.
that way. Like,
Yeah.
and that's very rare. Many bassists are like what Matty you just described, of how like non-drummers play drums and write cool parts. Non-bassists are on bass
Yes.
so often.
Yeah, guitarists that
Guitarists
aren't as good
that
as the other two.
exactly they settle for bass.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Dude.
your spirit coming through the bass is so unreplicable, irreplicable. I don't know what the fuck that word is.
Yeah.
You can't replicate it. It's extremely unique because of
Oh,
that.
dude, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hell
You're
yeah.
such a gangster. I love you.
Thanks, dude. I love you too.
but-
yeah, yeah.
What was I? Oh, dude, my brother wanted to be a bassist, and my fucking
And it shows.
well,
He's a fucking legend, dude.
Yeah, dude.
okay.
Like
but-
talk about like
Hold on though. so my
Nuance,
Brother, my brother
life.
wanted to be a bassist, right? My dad was like, if you can play the guitar, you can play the bass. Not true. Don't fucking do this to your child. Homeboy wanted to be
Let
a
him play the
bassist.
bass.
Exactly.
Let him play the bass.
Homeboy wanted to play the bass. I mean, you know, everything happens for a reason. Blah blah blah.
Bass is better
It is.
to me.
But it is. No offense, Alex.
I don't give a fuck.
But bass is my next.
I think.
venture.
Sorry. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But I think bass might be the most fun as a live instrument.
It's so-
like the most
God,
fun. Like
yeah.
you can have the
It's
most
so
fun on stage
powerful.
when
Yeah.
you shred a bass on stage and like you're in it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, go on.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
No, wait. John
I'm here.
wanted to be a fucking
still here.
bassist from the get, and my dad was like, "No, you're gonna take guitar lessons because if you can learn the guitar, you can learn the bass." But my dad isn't a musician and doesn't know that guitarists and bassists approach and think about music like literally like in opposite ways. Like guitar, like bass supports guitar and like locks in rhythmically with the drums, and then like the guitar like sits on top of it and is like the antithesis of the bass essentially. Like it's, you know, like you write a song on the guitar, but the bass like fills in all the fucking crevices and shit basically. So you're basically like
And
almost
vice versa.
you're almost and vice versa for sure. But like classically, like generically, it's like I write a fucking a CFAG song on my guitar, and then the bass comes in and basically like reverse engineers the song from underneath to give it like extra color and like beauty and shit. And so my dad didn't know any of that because how could he? But so then my brother became a guitarist, and I didn't even know that my brother wanted to be a bassist originally until like he was in the Moms and was playing bass. And it was the first time I had ever seen my brother play the bass. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, we need a bassist. I always wanted to play bass anyway. And I was like, you did? What the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, dude, I wanted to play the bass. And then Dad made me fucking learn the guitar. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And that was actually like a quarrel that John and Joey always had in the Moms, because Joey is actually a classically trained bassist who used to
What?
play
Wait, you didn't know
upright.
this?
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
Dude,
Wait, dude.
Where have you been?
What?
What?
You
Dude.
don't know that?
Bro.
What?
Oh,
Homeboy-
Joey played bass in Solfege.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Joey
no,
played
no,
rhythm
no, you're
guitar
right,
and
you're right.
backup vocals.
You're right.
It was a Taking Back Sunday setup.
I'm sorry. But nonetheless, like it's been like definitely been talked about. Like
No, well, Joey's
I know-
first
yeah.
band, The Shining, he played bass in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joey. You did play guitar in Solfege
Yes.
Radio. I know the video in Hot Topic.
Yes, with Marco Toriani on guitar and lead vocal, and Anthony DiArcangelo, who played drums in Milkmen.
Oh.
Yeah, and whatever.
Whoa.
Bunch of other bands. Anyway, Joey was like grew up playing the fucking upright bass in like classical orchestras and like jazz bands and stuff. Dude, homeboy went to fucking China with like the youth orchestra on the upright bass.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
and like
Joey's crazy.
and
man.
like Austria and shit. Crazy dude, crazy guy.
Love Joey.
So he is like, dude,
So
Joey's
much.
like maybe the best bassist I know.
Not
Like-
to mention
like
one
classically
probably
trained. I mean, like
okay, that
ripper,
too,
just
but
shredder.
probably my favorite lyricist
Yeah,
of the past
I know
decade.
he's a fucking genius. I hate him. I want to
Oh
fucking
my
kill him.
God.
How much did your brother write like songs and lyrics like for the Moms? Like which ones were more of
Did
like
my brother?
Yeah, because I know that he wrote
Yeah.
a bunch.
I think like that first. I think Joey basically wrote Viva, and then I think Buy American was more of a collaborative effort. I know that like, I'm almost positive that Front Row Tickets to the Cockfight, which is so lame. They should have just called it Cockfight, which was the original working title.
I like both.
I see nothing
I
wrong.
like Cockfight.
Matty's
Um,
in the blood, so
yes.
he is alled to have his opinions.
Yes,
I was
listen-
in the band.
I was listening
in
to
the blood. He's
I
in
was
the blood. He's in
listening
the
to
blood,
the
in the
demos
band.
before they got
In the
recorded,
ether.
and I saw all the working titles. And Cockfight's a cooler fucking name than Front Row Tickets to the Cockfight. It's lame. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, I'm pretty sure that was John's
Do you think did John?
song.
I feel. What about Business is Booming? I feel like that would be a John song.
No, that's Joey.
Really?
That
Cool.
shit is.
I mean,
so-
yeah, dude. It's
dude,
just
you know
awesome.
what's funny about Business is Booming? So Business is Booming is like a hypothetical song that Joey wrote
Of course.
about the dude that's like loosely based on the dude that created dynamite, or like the invention of dynamite.
Cool. I
right?
thought it was like a Manhattan Project reference, or like when people were creating bombs in New York City during Vietnam.
yeah,
it was like a reference to that
something
sort
like
of-
that.
yeah, cool, cool.
It's about a businessman that's building bombs,
Like homemade bombs.
homemade bombs, and he's
Got a
like.
shed in the backyard.
Yeah. And like the CIA and the FBI are like snooping around his property because they know that he's building bombs and everybody wants one. Blah blah blah. Literally, like,
Genius, dude.
Genius. A couple.
Genius.
The line is, "I'm building bombs and everybody wants one."
one.
I came to him maybe like 2 years ago, after I broke the moms up, because I will take that credit until the day I die. I broke the fucking moms up, and I will get them back together. Don't you worry. But, dude, I went to Joey and I was like, dude, it's so crazy that you wrote that song, Business is Booming. And
About
it's like
selling weed, dude.
No.
No,
that-
I know,
yeah.
but like,
I thought
Yeah.
that it was a metaphor for his songs. And he was saying that his songs are the best and everybody wants a piece of the action.
yeah,
And he's
which is
like,
true.
And he was I know.
Which was true.
Exactly. And
Everyone was like,
and I,
dude,
like-
anyone that knew?
I know.
Dude, I remember when Liam,
I know.
my roommate
That's
from
when
college.
I met you, dude.
Wow.
At fucking Brighton
Brighton.
Bar.
Yeah, of course.
And we
dude.
didn't
Cheers
even
to
like
that.
really meet.
Yeah.
Cheers with our
Because
one beer.
I had like been around like Joey and John for sure at shows, and like maybe I'd introduce myself, but I was like, I remember being like around them, being like looking up to them for sure, and and just being like, yo, this kid Liam is literally your biggest fan. Like,
He was very big Moms fan.
like
Yeah.
fandom.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm very intrigued in like the songwriting process, and like, I mean, like, cause if I want people to remember me for something, it's for my songwriting
Yeah.
and my songs, you know?
Yeah.
And then like, I think live is like probably like the second, cause cause that includes writing songs with you guys, right? Like I'm like tied to you guys, like in my life and forever.
Yeah.
Like I listen to Robert Johnson, and that dude's been dead for almost 100 years, and like it's the most like it's literally the most impactful music I've probably ever heard. And you have to hear it in certain contexts and like certain things. Like it took me like years to fully understand what that was.
Yeah.
But now I know it's like the most haunting and like the craziest and some of the most original songwriting. But anyway, songwriting is probably most important to me, and then probably playing live is second, and then third is being in the studio. And I want to create more time, and that's why it's like it's great that all these like everything's hooked up with the mics and stuff in here, because like they really want to get things going, but like yeah, we just gotta really like just like get some time together just to start jamming again. I mean, we got the shows in December and stuff like that, and we got that acoustic gig.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can do that again.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited. We gotta play Baby.
yeah. If you got your uke, maybe we can jam some stuff like that today.
I have my uke.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, dude, I thought about this so long ago. Let's name some of our favorite bassists of like all time. Like, what are some of the greatest bassists of all time?
Bassist,
Yeah,
John Stolpe.
John Stolpe. Dude, okay, so Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
right? Dude played with a pick, right? I worked with an old pizza guy once that was a legend. He played drums for Vanilla Ice once, and he like took the drummer's job because he was like I don't know, like Vanilla Ice wasn't happy with the drummer, and the dude was good, but he like I don't know, fucked around and some shit, and like it was actually really funny. It was like dude took his place at band practice, and like
It's 4/22. I just wanted to let everybody know. It's
Sure.
my birthday.
there you go.
Wait.
Anyway.
Who are some of the best bassists though? Like
Well,
fucking,
I was gonna say
like
this guy,
Mike Dirnt.
Mike Dirt.
Yeah.
Right, that's his name, Mike Dirt from Green Day. Yeah, dude, he fucking
Tom
shreds.
DeLonge. I mean Mark Hoppus.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
why not?
it
I mean,
doesn't-
like,
it doesn't actually matter which guitar that they play. They both suck, and and both of their voices are ugly. But they made
They write
some
good
of
songs.
They might. Yeah, they're some of the best songwriters of all time.
dude, John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin.
I wanna fuck a dog in the ass. I wanna fuck your dog in the ass.
Alex, one of some of the best bassists of
I
all
wanna
time.
fuck your dog
Love that.
in the ass. Ryan from Owell.
He's a drummer, but I played bass in Rainville for one
whatever.
show. It was pretty cool.
Alex
Dude,
Fabio Pirakive.
Yeah. Best bassist, man. Enter Shikari, great bassist.
Oh,
His
hell
stage
yeah.
show, unreal.
And vocals, awesome. Oh, it's like angelic. You're like, oh, senor.
Fucking
Oh,
massive.
fucking Walker T. Atkinson, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
5-string McGee.
Oh my god, he might be the best bassist of all time.
He might
I
be.
heard he went down to 4 strings.
Ew.
Did he?
Ew.
Dude, he did at Lincoln Hall.
Ew.
What?
Remember he bought the was it like the Fleece like special bass at Chicago Music Exchange? He bought something crazy. He bought something crazy.
Like fleas?
I'm pretty sure.
It sounded like
Like
you
the
said
jazz bit.
fleece, like
No,
the
fleece.
like a North
That'd be
Face.
crazy.
Fleece.
Yo, should we bring back North Faces? They're kind of already back.
That's a
probably.
look.
Wait, what is the
You know what I'm talking about?
what's the other fleece?
Like the quarter zip.
No, like a full zip. I have one, but I don't think it's North Face.
I want the quarter
Columbia,
zip North
maybe?
Face. Yeah.
Maybe it's Columbia.
Yeah.
I have
From-
one of those.
lit.
From
If it's Columbia,
Colombia.
well, because
Bring back,
I'm a hiker. I'm a camper guy.
Viva Colombia.
I live that
Let's
outdoor
bring back
life.
windbreakers, dude.
Yeah.
Like you got your Rocket Power one. I got a Shark one.
I gotta
No,
find
yeah.
one.
Those
Sick.
are fully.
I do. I
back.
have an early November one that they gave me for free.
Well, I have that Marlboro Adventure Team red one. Is that a windbreaker or is that a jacket?
Oh, AJ Perdomo from The Dangerous Summer. Great bassist. Great
yeah,
songwriter.
great bassist.
Dude, the homie from
very
Gulch played
fucked
bass in
up.
Drain and plays guitar in Tsunami,
Wild.
and he's nuts.
Zach Merrick from All Time Low.
I knew you were gonna say
Bro,
that. I was
incredible.
waiting for
Those
it.
fingers are fucking jacked.
Yo, that's a really good point. He really is a fucking awesome bassist.
He's a really good
amazing.
bassist,
I
and he
will-
plays with his fingers.
I will bring
and he does
this.
harmonies.
I will bring this story up until the day I die. I met that dude outside of fucking Warped Tour at PNC Art Center in New Jersey. He was lifting weights in his fucking trailer, and I go up to him and I'm just like, "Hey man, like, you guys are so good. You fucking killed it today. It's so funny to like see you now. Like, I remember when you were just like a skinny little fucking teenager." And then he goes, "Hey, yeah, and now I'm fucking jacked." He said that
okay,
to me.
see, but Matty, this is funny because I feel like, and
I'm-
don't take this personally,
I'm that guy
you
now.
would say that to
I'm
someone
that
who
guy
said that
now.
to you.
Yeah, Matty
I'm
is that
literally
guy
that guy right now. I'm becoming that guy right now. I'm
It's-
getting fucking jacked.
Zach
guys.
Merrick
It's how it
working through
goes.
some shit
Can
at
I,
Warped
I'm
Tour.
gonna show you guys how jacked I am. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
let's
I
go.
got.
All right, let's go on the pod.
I gotta get a pump. Should I get a pump first?
What do you got? What do you got to
I'm gonna
pump?
show you.
Get a pump going.
All right, I'm gonna go do some push-ups.
All
You
right, all
guys
right.
occupy yourselves.
Matty's gonna go get a pump going so he can show us the blood flowing through his cock as he reveals his naked body to us. He's getting the pump behind us. I'm very excited about this. Let's talk about some other stuff while he's pumping up.
Lemmy from Motorhead, great bassist.
He's so good.
And yo, also Paul McCartney and Lemmy both play with a pick.
You know what? I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah. Ned from Title Fight,
Yeah,
pick.
yeah. Well, that makes more sense to me.
That's true, for
But
sure.
like Paul McCartney to play with a pick is ballsy. Back in that day,
For sure. And he played it like he was playing with his fingers. He was just like, ding, 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 ding. You know, he was fucking on it. Oh, dude, Entwistle from fucking, is it John, right? Is John Entwistle from The Who?
oh, dude,
Dude.
mastermind,
That's,
mastermind on those thick strangs.
dude.
All right, Matty. Matty's done getting his pump.
No, I need like 2 sets to get.
Okay, he needs 2 sets. He needs
Fully
2
get-
sets. Don't worry, we'll keep the public distracted while you pump up in the background.
I gotta take 3 minutes off.
All right, 3 minutes off. He has his times down now. He's an official gym rat. I have also started going to the gym.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome. I'm working my way into the like lifting mastery. I've started with this. I'll go to the gym. I'll do like 15, 20 minutes of cardio because it's what I know. You know what I mean? I'll start where I
cardio.
know. Fuck you.
You don't need cardio.
I like my heart. So I start there. It's what I know.
It is good for the heart.
It's great for the heart. That's why it's called cardio because it's a Greek word for heart, which is gardia.
Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that cardio is a Greek word for heart?
They do now.
I just
We
smell
have
my
to-
armpit.
We have to bring that back. I always smell my armpit.
I can't not do it.
I love that.
Especially when you piss me off. No, I'm just kidding. So I'll start with cardio.
like cardio.
I do. I'm a
also-
soccer player
I
at
also
heart.
start-
That's why I'm wearing the
Same.
jersey.
Samesies.
Cardio's awesome. Fuck everybody.
soccer
Fuck all these
boys.
gym bros who are like, you don't need cardio to look like me. Like, it's
Yeah,
about
Matty.
basic health. Like, fuck you.
No,
But
dude, fuck the fucking hockey band bros. It's all about soccer band.
there's
bros.
people
like Vinny Caruana and fucking Travis O'Reilly. I don't
Yo,
remember his
let's
name.
be honest though. Hockey jerseys are fucking sick.
So
Hockey is sick,
So
but soccer's
tight.
sicker.
I like all of them. This is not my words. But I'll start with the cardio.
Football's gay.
I would say, guys, the hockey jersey may be the best jersey because it has a legit fucking crazy design on it.
Yeah.
Like it's unreal.
Yeah,
It
no,
doesn't have the name on the front. It's just the
hockey jerseys are
design
sick.
and then a number on the back, and it's
Right.
fucking dope.
Hockey
And it's
jerseys are
long.
sick
And
as
it's
fuck.
half long sleeve. It's almost long sleeve.
And
They're already crop
you
tops,
look
dude.
bulked.
They're
too,
already
yeah.
crop tops.
yeah, they're pretty fucking lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hockey jerseys are
Yeah.
fucking
Let's
amazing.
make hockey jerseys.
Dude, I have some knitted classic football jerseys that I wear in this season really only, and like winter a little bit. But I got them in like 7th or 8th grade, and I got them in extra large, and they don't shrink because they're jerseys.
Yeah.
And I like fit perfectly into them now. Like it's crazy. I have Barry Sanders, number 20,
Bruh.
Detroit Lions. I have Walter Payton, 34, Chicago Bears. Detroit Lions is like baby blue, like sky blue, and like silver metallic.
Oh, yeah.
And then Chicago is like dark navy blue, almost like indigo a little bit, with orange. And then I have the Titans, a lot of blue. I had Vince Young on the Titans, which was like blue, black, and like a couple other colors. What's the last one that I have knitted? I haven't worn this one in a minute. I haven't worn the Vince Young. Oh, and then I have the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I was into blue in like 8th grade. I don't know.
Blue's a good color.
Yeah.
What is my favorite color?
Maddie's
Steve
officially getting
Smith,
his other pump
number
on.
89, black and blue, Carolina Panthers.
All right, here he goes. Maddie's about to take his clothes off. I'm very excited about this. Drum roll. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The
Let's
shape.
go.
Jesus. The size.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
He's beautiful.
Kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Dude,
This kid is toned.
you do got tone going.
Yeah, dude. It was
Listen,
great.
you had the shape, but now you got tone. You're
Dude,
a little more
the fucking
bulked, I feel like.
Biceps, dude, are
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
So, do you guys go in there and lift
Wow. And
like
the
bars,
try.
or are you doing a bunch of different shit?
Bro, those tries?
Are you guys like are you guys doing like lifts?
So we don't really do barbells. We do like dumbbells
Okay.
mostly.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like, you'll lay down and you'll bench press with
2 dumbbells.
2 dumbbells.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we do bicep curls. We do hammer curls. And then we'll do the whatever the reverse is, like with one of those crooked. I should be saying this on the fuck.
Yeah, start over.
So we do like the normal shit. Like you do like chest, tries, and shoulders, and then you'll do like back and biceps, and then you'll have leg day.
And how do you do each of those things?
And so like leg day, we'll do squats like with a barbell, but I think I have to stop doing that because I think I have like a fucking bulging disc in like the bottom of my spine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like kind of fucking with me.
Too much weight, maybe?
Yeah, I need to do like more yoga and like stretching and like figure my fucking sciatica out before I fucking keep doing squats like that and shit.
That's
And
what
then
cardio's for.
we'll do like the squat machine where you're like sitting back and then you're like pushing that like big plate up like a fucking slidey guy, and you do like you put the big weights on like the sides of it and shit.
What kind of reps are you doing with those?
You do like 6 to 12 or like 8 to 12 reps. You do 4 sets of that.
I got a P2.
For legs, primarily.
No, for everything.
For everything. Okay.
Everything is like 6 to 12. You try to like go to failure. I usually try to go to failure the 3rd and 4th sets.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm still also like trying to learn technique and shit right,
Right, of
now.
course.
So it's like I will start like really light and make sure I remember how to do the actual exercise and like see if I can target the muscle group before I start giving myself heavy weight where I can
Yes.
go to failure with.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. So like I said, I start with cardio, and all I've done thus
We
far.
do too, by the way. We start with like 5 minutes of running, like half a mile.
Great.
On like mid setting.
Great.
On the treadmill.
Just to get your blood flowing.
Just to warm up, yeah.
I feel the same way. I like to start with that, and then what I have done so far is I'll do bicep curls.
Yeah.
I'll do hammer curls.
Yeah.
And I'll do layback and like
bench press.
Bench press the dumbbells.
Okay.
I've done those. I've done like a chest machine like this.
Yeah.
And I've done an ab machine like this, like one of those.
Yeah.
With the weight on the back.
I found that
I think that's it.
I
So
feel like-
I'm curious because I've just only dabbled that way because those are things that I know I can do and I won't look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Because I see the machines and I see the material and I'm like, okay, I can work with that. So I'm curious to learn how to maybe do it better.
So like shoulders, we should revisit this on the next pod with
Do
the
like
video.
a fitness pod or something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm gonna get off mic, but like, so for shoulders, if you do an inclined bench, and instead of like laying flat down and bench pressing, as everybody knows what that looks like, if you're on an inclined bench where you're like at like a 45-degree angle, and then you bench press essentially like over your head, that's working your shoulders.
Okay.
And then another shoulder workout is like you take super light weight because it's so hard to do. And you like basically make like fucking snow angels. Like
Okay.
while you're standing up, like you just go like this.
Yeah, he's spreading his arms up. Legs are staying still. Arms upward from the waist.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one. This is what I do. 90-degree.
Well, that's for abs. Yeah.
That's why Freddie had an 8-pack in our one photo.
Yeah.
I lost it.
It comes and it goes, ladies and gentlemen.
It does come and go. Yeah. No, those are sick. I watch like flirty girl fitness videos on YouTube and do my abs that way. They're sick, dude. Just
There you
like
go.
super hot girls that are just fucking ripped.
Nothing better.
I just like Google like ab workouts on fucking YouTube, and it'll be like 7-minute like lower ab workout, and you fucking do like leg, like you just lay on the ground, do like leg lifts and shit.
And you're rock hard the whole time.
I'm so hard.
It's funny because since my girlfriend has become a fitness babe, I'm super into fit chicks now.
Dude, same. Ever since your girlfriend became...
All right, should we end the pod?
Yeah.
This has gone on too long.
Yeah, we should wrap it up.
All right.
How long is
We're going to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in to episode 4 of America Pod 2. It's your boy, Monk Punk.
Fred.
Matty Stolpe, the one and only.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.